My name is Eric Bustillo. I'm a registered dietitian. I'm a certified strength coach, certified sport nutritionist, personal trainer, and I'm a CrossFit coach. I'm here to talk a little bit today about how CrossFit has helped me as a healthcare practitioner. One thing that I really enjoy about CrossFit is the community behind it. It really shows people that there's strength in numbers, and we just kind of help bring people together through fitness. Here in CrossFit Coconut Grove, Train 89, we are a community, it's our fitness family. And particularly as a practitioner, the methodology of CrossFit has helped me train and coach people from EMOMs to AMRAPs and anything in between. I find that when people really push themselves to a particular limit, they're able to not only motivate themselves or feel inspired, but it kind of pushes them a little bit more for the next workout, and it gives them that confidence to kind of keep on pushing themselves. And it's just been amazing to see people transform their psychological outlook on things, and as well as their physical abilities too, just to see what human potential can do. I love to see people push themselves to the limits or near the limit, and everyone's threshold is a little bit different. So from the professional athlete to just the avid exerciser, being able to push themselves and just kind of see what their potential is and what they're truly made out of. So from helping people improving their body composition to getting people off of medication or getting their medication adjusted, that's a big part of what fitness helps contribute to overall health. Because ultimately, the way that I see things is, if I can get somebody moving, even using something like, let's just say, the CrossFit methodology, I'm helping plant this seed towards someone's longevity. And longevity, I think, is the key to everything, which I define longevity as living as long as you can, as well as you can. So how long can I stay functional for? We definitely want to try to make sure that our lifespan, which is birth to death, is pretty much the same length as our health span, which is how long we are healthy and functional for. So those are a few different ways that CrossFit has helped me out. And today, we're also going to hear from a good friend of mine, Sean, who's had a huge transformation in his life thanks to just his grit and willingness to show up on a regular basis. And I've been fortunate to be a part of it. So stay tuned.
Hi, my name is Sean Perez. I've been coming here to the gym since May 1st of 2021. You have some questions?
Yeah, so when you first got started, what motivated you to come in?
Well, I was first motivated by my wife and Gio, the owner of the gym. They pressed me to change my lifestyle and get a bit healthier. I had had a cardiac scare about a year and a half prior to that, so my health was an issue. And I also happen to have a 7-year-old little son, so he's very demanding as to time and physicality and what have you. So I thought to myself, let's give it a shot. So it all actually began with a 30-day challenge that the gym offered in May. And I took part in that. And to be frank, when I saw the results of that 30 days, both physically, mentally, and on every level, I was a bit hooked at that point. And then, of course, the successes just mounted one after the other. With consistency and also the guidance and support of the incredible staff here at the gym and my family, obviously.
And what kind of physical changes would you say that you've seen?
I mean, there's quantifiable, objective changes. When I began on May 1st, I came in weighing about 205, and now I'm 185, so that makes a huge difference. I mean, if you can imagine walking around with 20 pounds, 25 pounds on you, it affects everything in your body. So everything from as mundane as tying my shoe was difficult, or being in the office and walking from one office to the copy machines and noticing myself being winded. It was something, a lifestyle I'd just gotten used to. And when you remove that heavy weight and your heart gets stronger, it affects you in every way. I sleep better now. Obviously, I eat better. I'm more conscious of how I treat myself physically. And it bleeds into every level of my life, but believe it or not. It sounds cliche, but it's true. You're happier in your life, in your marriage, in your work, and everything else. So it's quite beneficial.
For sure. And even from a physical standpoint, how has it helped you from that? From like going out on the runs or the weights that you lift? Like maybe at first you were taking breaks, but maybe now you don't, or what changes have you seen there?
Well, CrossFit can be very challenging, but the coaches do their best to scale each particular workout to your physical abilities at that juncture in your journey. So we obviously run not very long distances, but we run in clips of meters, so 100 meters, 200 meters, 400 meters. I do distinctly remember the first couple weeks that the 400 meter runs were almost impossible. I would recall, everybody else running and me losing my breath and having to physically stop. And of course, the coaches and my wife and my friends would just tell me, look, just don't stop completely, walk, just keep on moving, and then pick up the pace again. And through consistency and hard work, you start noticing one day you didn't stop during that 400 meter run. And then next time you build on that, and you're now noticing, as I am now I'm not only not stopping, but I'm noticing my time and trying to improve that time. And one success builds on the other through consistency, not through some magical intervention, but rather just showing up and doing it. And then, the success builds on success, obviously.
And then just a couple of last points. What do you think are a couple of stigmas that you would tell people, like, get away from this stigma against CrossFit? Because, I'm a walking example.
Well, I mean, the stigma, for lack of a better term, that I hear all the time is that it's dangerous. Everybody who does CrossFit gets hurt. Well, that's not necessarily true. I think I haven't seen it from my perspective. I haven't been hurt. I'm 52 years old, and I haven't experienced any injuries whatsoever. I mean, you get sore like you would get from any sort of workout, but through the efforts of both humility and good guidance and coaching, you realize that you scale things. Again, I'm 52. I'm not here competing against a 25-year-old athlete, college athlete that comes into the gym and does a run at a certain clip or lifts a certain weight in a barbell clean or what have you. I'm challenging myself. So from that perspective, that stigma of everybody gets hurt is silliness. And secondly, the other cliche that it's never too late to start. There you go. I started when I was 51 years old. I think there's a handful of guys and ladies that are my age here at the gym, but you start any success breeds success. So anytime you decide to make that change, it's possible. Now, of course, the recovery as you get older takes longer, so you got to pace yourself through, again, good guidance and good coaches. That's all doable.
Awesome. Rock and roll.
Thank you.
Now, something that's really inspiring about using CrossFit with patients and clients, members in the gym, is the lifestyle changes that come along with it, but also the improvements to their overall medical health. Just using Sean as an example. So Sean was someone that, when you got started, what was your body fat percentage?
You measured through the machinery and stuff we have here at the gym, you were able to quantify it at 36%.
So right around a 36% body fat. And then the last time that we did it, where were you at?
24.
Okay, so it's a process, right? So just using someone like Sean as an example, his body fat percentage went from 36% down to 24%. And of course it takes time. I think one of the most important things that I like to, as far as planting seeds, one of the seeds that I like to plant is just that we got to be in this for the long run. It's not just a short-term thing. It's not just this 30-day challenge and then forget about everything else. What got Sean started was this 30-day lifestyle challenge, right? Where we had some rules set in there, but it was enough to kind of motivate and inspire him to continue to move forward. Yeah, he was at 36% body fat then, got down to 24%, and we'll see how we continue to progress there. And Sean, another thing of yours was medication adjustment, right? That was something else?
Yeah, I was, when I began this journey back in May of 2021, I was taking some some heart medication because of an AFib scare that I had a year prior to that. And once I started getting more physically fit and healthier, I started noticing dizzy spells when I woke up in the mornings. And I spoke to my cardiologist, and we took blood tests and what have you, and what we concluded was my health had improved so much that the medication was overcompensating at that point. So I literally cut the dosages in half of what I was taking before. And here we are, feeling great, and the doctor is impressed, and the numbers are there to prove it.
Awesome. So essentially, moving from sickness to wellness to fitness, and just being on that continuum now, getting people to shift over to the fitness side is extremely important, and just being in it for longevity. I think it's important for people to recognize that in our day-to-day, we do certain things. We squat, right? We sit on the toilet, every day, hopefully. We lift things up over our head and those kinds of things. So being able to have that muscle is important, especially as we continue to age. And it really is a long-term process, and I'll finish it with this. Something that I tell patients, clients, and just messages that I put out on social media as well is trust the process, be patient, and stay consistent. And everything kind of continues to take care of itself. If you're not doing anything, do something. Something is better than nothing. Then eventually, once you're doing something on a consistent basis, intensity definitely matters. So then it's kind of marrying that doing something with varying intensities, and that's really what we try to do on a pretty regular basis over here. So stay fit, peace, much love to you.